Good evening, students. This is PDG ma'am, and in my last video, I had said that I would be discussing few of the market survey Viva questions. These are very common questions. Usually, these are asked, but you can always expect some unexpected questions also, because it all depends upon your external examiner. But I'm sure if you're thorough with the questions that I will be discussing right now, you will score quite good marks in your Viva, and you will not face any difficulty in handling the questions that are thrown at you. Now, what is to be done in market survey that I have already discussed? In case you have missed it, refer to the previous video. Now let's come to the Viva part. So, what are the common questions? Very basic question is, what is a market survey? So you should know the meaning of market survey. Okay, and try to give a very definite meaning or a definition. Don't just try to search for words to explain what is market survey. Okay, it's just a 2-3 line thing. I think you can keep that in your mind. So what is a market survey? Next can be, what is a market research, because there is actually a difference between market survey and market research. Question can also be sometimes just to test that, is it a market survey or a market research. Your examiner would want to know whether you are actually aware of the difference between these two terms. So, difference between market survey and market research. Next could be, what are the importance of carrying out a market survey? Why do you think a market survey is important for an entrepreneur who is already existing in the market? So, for an existing entrepreneur, how do you think a market survey can be helpful? This can be another question. It could also be asked that, suppose if you're a budding entrepreneur or you haven't yet launched your product but you want to, in that case, how do you think the market survey analysis can help you? Next, it could be, what are the different types of data that we use in market survey. Okay, so the primary data, secondary data, what are these two? How do you differentiate between these two? Which one would you call primary in nature and which one would you call secondary? So you should know that also. Apart from it, it could also be that, what are the different ways of conducting survey. It's given in your book, just go through it once, or even if you search the net, you will get the different ways through which market survey can be conducted. For us, I have already discussed this in the previous video, that we are going by the questionnaire method, where you directly ask questions to your respondents. So this is a market survey based on primary data, because you are actually collecting the data from the people whom you are interviewing or asking them different questions. You are not relying on some other already published source of information. So for you, it's the use of primary data, and the method is questionnaire method. In today's world, many of you can also go for Google form. So in case you have gone for that, then the process of setting Google form or Google questions, or how do you go about it, or why did you choose Google form and not the physical form or the physical feedback form, this question can also be asked. Then, now coming to, okay, one more question can be that, we know about the importance of market survey, but market survey also has some limitations. So discuss those limitations, or state one or two such limitations. External examiner can also ask you that, while you were conducting the survey, did you face any problem? If yes, then how did you cope up with it, or how did you come out of that problem? How did you choose your respondent? What did you keep in your mind while you were choosing or distributing your questionnaire to the respondents? Who are the respondents? Okay, what is letter to an respondent? Why is it necessary for us to give a letter to the respondent? What is the purpose? What does it serve? Okay. Uh, Depending on your topic that you have chosen for market survey, now the questions can be modified. So what is your topic of survey? What did you choose? Why did you choose that particular topic or that product? two more question, like these could also be asked. One can be, what do you mean by biased data? When would you call the data being biased? Okay, so that can be asked. Not very common though, but can be asked. And as I was talking about the difference between market research and market survey, so which is a wider concept, so that is also quite common. Now, coming to your topic, as I said, that according to your topic, the questions will become different. Suppose you are comparing chocolates, so you have taken five different brands of chocolates, okay, and now you want to come to a conclusion that which one is most popular out of it and for what reason. So there you have must have mentioned competitors. So questions can be asked on competitors, or why did you choose these competitors only? What did you keep in your mind while you were selecting the competitors? What do you want to actually find out from your survey? Okay, how did you go about the survey? Mention the steps. Then questions can be on the different diagrams that you are giving, I mean the graphs or the pie diagrams. So they can ask you to explain one or two of the bar graphs or the pie diagrams. This I have told you before also, that pie diagram, pie charts are a little complicated because there you should show the calculations, degree wise calculations. So how you are analyzing your questionnaires and then you are framing your graphs, that should also be very clear in your mind, so that any question that is given to you, you can handle it. Okay, be careful about your x-axis and y-axis, what is being shown on the x-axis and what is being shown on the y-axis, because many a times this is what I have found, that when the graphs are given, they are not properly illustrated, they are not properly labeled, okay, and the scale part is also not given. So these are places where you can lose out your marks. Mm, then what is your final finding? How can this be incorporated in your business or in your product, or what would you want to do with the results that you have got? So these are just, very basic and common questions, but since you people will be having different topics for market survey, so general questions I have discussed, topic wise questions or product wise question will obviously keep on changing. Okay, so all the best for your upcoming board's practical exam. I'm sure you all will do well.